the heck? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the English International stream on Thursday. Actinum, hey, hi, how are you doing? Oh, I'm a little bit a little bit overwhelmed that I have to prepare so much that I did not even get everything prepared. Tony Mai, hi, wunderschönen guten Abend. Hi, guten Abend. There are a lot of people seem to be confused about me normally not doing let's play or stuff like that. That all the stuff that I do is mainly and basically a podcast where I am just playing in the background. So I never wrote on my flag that I am the most realistic player. I just want to provide you with the possibility to get the most out of it. And of course, when I'm explaining stuff, I want to explain on how it really works. But most of the times, back in the years, I was showing you stuff. So I had everything that I wanted. I had every tractor that I wanted. I played with huge farms because I wanted to show stuff, and I really didn't care about being the realistic player. I do not have to replay a life that I had. I drove those tractors, so I don't have to replay it. Yeah, but apart from that, I'm kind of feeling okay. It's the weather is okay. It's a little bit warm. I guess it's not that cold as it could be or should be. Um, yeah, but today, and with this map, um, I actually am trying. Yeah, no. Playing is the the problem is the only time that I so unquote play the game is when I'm streaming, or better said, I'm streaming to show you stuff. So this is all about the stuff that I'm doing, is to get you involved in the project, to talk to you, and there was never there. It is not my intention to have the most realistic play style set up and force me into a small farm or stuff like that. I want to play with the machines that I want to have, and if I have the contractor, a very big contractor, then I have 10 tractors. I don't care. I really do not care. But when it comes to on how you should proceed in work stuff, or in how the feeding works or how the field work works, this is where I'm correct and realistic. There I want to show, and this is why I do not show you no-till in 25 when there is not actually no-till. I could show you that in 22 with TerraLife Plus, and this is what I did a lot. But I do not pretend stuff like many others do. They pretend to have whatever, and this is not my type. Just because someone asked me the other day. But funny enough, I wanted to start really a single player on this map to play a little bit more less stressed. So really with a little bit of tighter machinery and all that. So this is why I made I changed it to entreprise de agricole because there was the missing entrepreneur on the end. At the end, the R was missing, so I changed that. So this is the contractor, basically, where I have several tractors when there is some huge work to do, and I will stick with my few tractors here. So, but what I wanted to do is now I wanted to actually play a little bit today, because the setting up the farm and painting and all that stuff is quite annoying when you do it always in the streams and only that. So I want to play a little bit, and this is why we take out our combine to have some fun in the fields, just to make it a little bit more. Yeah, and yesterday, yesterday there was a very very huge problem that occurred to me. Um, I kind of made fun out of it, but then it happened to me. I emptied my mixer on the whole farm. I drove by and I emptied it on the whole farm. That was so, oh my god, that was so annoying. Funny though, but also very 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 annoying. Wait, I have to get this up here. So this happens also, and this is when you can't concentrate anymore. So, of course, I made it too narrow for me to go by. I still have no clue on how to leave the farm because I never left the farm with the combine yet. Oh, and we have to harvest the stuff around the farm, right? The field here around. Yeah, that's also something that is really really interesting. I mean, in FS19, I did not play that much because I was updating all the maps and all that stuff. Yeah, I was doing the shit for everybody, but I knew basically every map, um, not in and out, but I knew it. I knew what was out there, and in FS22, nothing of the above. I did not play enough. I did not. It was really, really, really annoying. And this is the first time where I really can say now I take my time to play. But in the beginning, the first half year of 25, I had no interest in the game at all. So now I'm learning, really learning to play because I never played the game to what is it? Ah, okay. I never played the game to replay, or better said, I never learned to play the game to replay a let's play to make a story or stuff like that. I always built the stuff the way I wanted to have it, and then I drove a little bit over it and did some stuff and lost interest very fast. It all started when we started doing multiplayer, but in the multiplayer there was always the explaining part. Yeah, so the other guys never had interest in explaining stuff or testing stuff. They were eager to play their realistic play style, and so it was on me to play and test and show. Yeah, and then I always had a farm where I could rely to, so a contractor, for so to say, but I never had the employees because the other guys were playing with their own machinery on the farm, and so I had a lot of tractors on my farm, but no other used it. So this is now what I'm changing here with this save game. With this save game, I will really do play without any pressure. I will play the way I want to play it, and if there is a lot of harvesting to do and some of my teammates have interest and want to help, then they can join the game, but they have to use the contractor machinery or mine to help, like you would do in real life when you help a farm. I don't want to have a second farm on here or anything like that. And this is really the first time where I do something like the guys do with their let's plays, where they play for their own and then make their stories and share the videos and stuff like that. Except for the part where I of course will show stuff with Maize Plus, but I will focus here a little bit on 2 days a week. So the Tuesday will be in German and the Thursday will be in English. so that I can combine it a little bit with the information for the English-speaking community. So this is something that I want to combine, and it makes sense to play on Palini because of the French map. And I do not speak French, but there are more people speaking English than German when you look at this map. So it makes total sense to have this map as my English Thursday map. And I don't know what is with Disturb, what's going on with him, if he will join or not. I don't know. He's still in the team. He's still the admin. He's still our ambassador. But I think that the real life got also the best of him. Achim, hey, good evening. Hi. And in the beginning, I got a lot of whoa, don't do it. Modelleicher told me so, not to do it, and I could manage it, and it worked well because I was doing so many maps and stuff for foreigners, for English-speaking people and modders. So it was really nice to have those, and the audience kindly learned to differ between the German streams and the English streams, and learning that the German streams, of course, you can ask something in English, no problem, but it should not be on a regular basis. And the same with the English stream, that the English stream is for the English community, and of course you can ask something in German, but it should be not a regular basis. So that worked out very well, but you know, I burned out too much with everything, so I was not capable of doing so, and this is why I gave the opportunity to Disturb to put the English stream on his channel on the Thursday. But he was he got also a lot of stuff privately that went wrong, and he hadn't the time for it, I guess. And I really did not want to lose the opportunity to have an English stream, because the English community is important for me. I mean, we have so many friends in the foreign, not native German speaking community. I really don't want to miss out on them. I do not speak the best English, and I'm old, and I whatever, but I think it's like a little bit of a connection. And over the years we have gathered some really interesting fans, and I don't like the word fans, but or should I say friends, or people who like what we do. So yes, in 22 everything was a little bit more dialed back, but I hope that I can continue now to have it really working again, so that I can do it on a regular basis. I mean, it's normally it's only meant as a podcast. That means there is not that much of the typical gameplay, but I am not the typical streamer, so I would not call me a streamer. I'm just head of the team and want to get you guys involved in the stuff that we do, and so it's more like a podcast. So I do not prepare the most perfect gameplay or stuff like that, like you could see in the in the shorts that I posted, where so much goes so terribly wrong when I'm doing stuff. But I'm showing this too because I do not have and do not want to have the polished blah blah blah. Yeah, you can, if someone wants to have the polished safe game experience, storytelling, whatever, this is not on my channel. I will never do that. I'm not capable of doing so. But yeah, there's other stuff that is kind of important for me, and so for those who want to join or want to enjoy the stuff that I do, feel free to join and to hop in and to take part in the conversation. And for those that are not interested in that, just feel free to go. This is really really my whole thing in it. Or how can I put it better? I often come by the German stream. I understand it, but don't comment a lot. Yeah, I know. I forgot something sometimes that you speak German, and I'm totally confused when you write something in German, as you sometimes do. Um, but the translation seems to work also. The subtitles seem to work now, kind of okayish on YouTube too. So there are really a lot of people compared to the others that really re-watch the streams and use the subtitles to get some information, because it's also very very hard to get the right time to get the right time for the stream. So I hope that I mean, a lot of people are 7 hours back or 7 hours up front, and they're still interested in the stuff that we do with Maize Plus. And most of them are people that are very long friends with the channel, because every day I meet more and more people that do not know what happened all in FS19 with Maize Plus and that stuff. They take too much stuff for granted. They do not know what we really achieved back in the days. And I'm very very thankful for all the support that we had back in the days. I don't mean financially. I just mean really mentally and on a friendships basis, where people work together. That was really cool. Yeah, but a lot, or most of the people, because I was very naive back in the days, and most of the people, there were over 180, 190, or I guess over 200 farming agency partners and Maize Plus partners. I had to reduce it to, I think we're back to 30 or something like that, because I was so naive. I didn't see that people just called to get something out of it. I really thought when someone wrote me a message, I really thought they wanted to talk to me, but I had to learn the hard way that they just wanted to do or to get a favor and want to get something out of it. I was really naive, and when the my health issues really got the best of me, and I lost some people in the team due to health and mental issues and family issues and others. I really had to count more on the feel-good stuff. Yeah. So if it makes you feel good, you can make it, and if it doesn't feel good, you can leave it. And then I learned again how people react when you all of a sudden when you say no, when you say no to people, when they are used to that you do everything and that you are always saying yes, when you all of a sudden say no, or when you say when they are offended by stuff that you say, for example. I often say, yes, I know that you are offended by me telling the truth, but I am offended by your continuously lying stuff. Yeah, and when you all of a sudden say something and speak it out loud, people get so offended. But I could not give a fuck more than I do at the moment, and this is really, I don't care. The people who know me. And the people who are willing to work with us know that we are really true partners, and the others are just jealous. So when you have to tell people I cannot do stuff because I got health issues, and they say yeah it's okay, but when can I get it? And you say I can't because I got health issues. Yeah. No matter. But when can I get it? So and they really do not care. Then you know you got the wrong type of people around you. Actually, I get asked so much and so often on when the map will be released, and I can honestly say always I do not know. People ask if the stuff will go to console, and as much as I know is that with the base that we have, everything that is in the map, the way the map will be updated on ModHub should be possible also on console, right? This is why you put in the bunker silos. No, Palini. They're asking because in the title it says 1.2 beta, and some people interpreted. Yeah, what's the word? They misunderstood. Okay, they misunderstood why it is Maize Plus and the map, and basically it is combined, but on the other hand it is not, because that's what I thought, that the base map is now the densities and all that stuff is so much increased that it will work with all the stuff that we will do with Maize Plus globally, but it does not affect console release because there's no change in the shaders or custom scripts. So what Actinum did is he put into, wait, I can show you. He put into the map some bunker silos, those here, that are specially for oh, you did for hookup silage also. Okay, I didn't see that. So he put in 3 bunker silos so that you can put it in the bunker silos even if you don't have Maize Plus. With Maize Plus, of course, our silo switcher will switch the silos anyways for alfalfa and clover. But so it is the way I made it in FS19 for the base maps, that you could also play without Maize Plus, even if fruits and all that stuff was in there. So it should be, the best outcome should be that you can play it on console as you want to, as you wish to, that you can make silage out of the new crops and all that stuff, that you can use it, and with Maize Plus on top that you get way more functions or features, but it does not hinder the map to be in as one version on ModHub. This is why why we are testing and playing on it already, and why Actinum changed so much on it. It is so that we can really say there is one Palini map. This is on ModHub. You can play it as console player, or you can play it in vanilla with PC, or you can play it with Maize Plus, but you don't have to play it with Maize Plus, so you have totally the choice. And this is the same way that the map from Castor should work, the Somewhere in Thuringia, the new one. He will build a normal size Touring and hopefully later on the 4 times, but the normal size will have all the same features as this map has. The Palini will have or has some new textures and will get some more new textures, as Actinum said that he wants to convert some of our Terra Life textures because they were much better than the ones that were in the package that is on ModHub. And I'm happy to receive his help for that, because we have so many textures missing at the moment. So that means, on the other hand, that I guess Black Sheep Modding wants to use the same map base, and I hope that Holzer map, Bergisch Land map, and all the others, the Eifel, will also use the same map base, so that you have the possibility to play all those maps on console and with Maize Plus if you want to. Yeah. Yeah, with us now doing it globally, and with Giants changing some things, they changed it. Luckily, they changed it back that you don't need a new custom shader. That was all part of the deal that we had, so to say. It is all on the way to making globally much more possible, so that it will work on console and on PC, and then you don't have different versions. The good thing is you can always rely on having a map that is really smart built, because consoles need different they have different restrictions. So the one-time console maps will always be, or should always be, built a little bit smarter. But the four times maps, of course, and the maps that will receive way more details, because of there is no slot count for PC. They will be PC only then, but those are they were never on the table for being on console anyways. And if I hope that no one misunderstood it, what I said slot count. Yeah, I did not say slut count. I do not count sluts. I mean, we really received now a lot of time due to the fact that Giants is way back behind. So with at the moment not being engaged in anything relying to TerraLife Plus is really helping to get a little bit of the stress out of the way. So we really can focus on the stuff for ModHub with the consoles, and that. Oh, this is really nice. Wait, I have to make a little screenshot. I mean, there will not be every week on Thursday will not be the ultimate new spoiling information or so, because there is really not that much that is spoilable at the moment, because the most important stuff for Maize Plus at the moment are the textures. And to be honest, I was too lazy until now to give Actinum a list of textures that we all need, because they are basically all the TerraLife Plus textures. And when you can't do it yourself, I'm not the type of guy who's demanding on do it. So I'm waiting for someone to do it, and all the bales and all that stuff. But that means also, of course, that there is no progress in this department. But that's something that I really enjoy at the moment, that there's no pressure at all with the stuff that we do. And yeah, I mean, Maize Plus will not be released before the last DLC for this year comes out. I think so. There might be. I think it's November or something like that. Because we really have to wait for the stuff that Giants might change, because it will affect us definitely. And we really do not want to do work double or twice. And speaking of TerraLife Plus, we really want to do it the right way. That means the right way or not at all. So this is why I always say it is possible that there might be no TerraLife Plus for FS25. It's possible that we really have a little window of not knowing what will be, and we are really at the moment in it. We have no clue at the moment, because we are totally relying on giants, and repeating that all the time really is not helping. Not them, not us. There is so much. No, how can I say it? It's really hard for me at the moment to translate it, to get the right words. There is basically said there is just a little bit, but it's tremendous important. So it has a very, very huge radius of stuff that we can't do without those small things being fixed or being replaced. And it's always being sometimes a little bit disappointed, and on the other hand a little bit relieved that you don't have the pressure at the moment. Oh no! now you played the ball in my hands. No. Well, okay, then I will play the ball back. then you can send it. Then you can send it to Motab first and foremost. Only then if we have all the textures that we need for Maize Plus ready, because only then I can test it completely if it's working, huh? So I play the ball back to your corner. No, it's really I can really say it's really a big relief not having this big pressure anymore on the shoulders, because of because of the stuff that we already made in the past. We don't have to prove anything, but it's also biting us in the ass. Yeah, the list is. I mean, basically, you can take the fill type list from TerraLife Plus and just remove the fruits and fill types that are not in 25. But we need all the fill planes, all the fill types, the bales. I mean all the special grasses and all that stuff that we do not have in. I guess the best way would be I give you the version of Maize Plus that I have at the moment. There are, I think the textures that we need are all on grass windrow. I think there are all dummy textures at the moment and go on grass windrow. Patrick, hey, moin. So, oh no, this weekend? So soon? Why so soon? I got my doctor's appointment on Monday, so I have to go very early to bed on Sunday. Yeah, I know. but it's, but it's the same. It's on the same way. It's true, but it's also frightening. No, but it's to leave the cat out of the bag. This is really the biggest issue. The biggest part at the moment are the fill planes and the bales. Those are the biggest issues because with them not being done, all of the interest to do further is really small, because when you put the silages and the stuff in, it has all the grass texture. It's so annoying. Or the bales, it's really it's totally annoying. So this is I at the moment I'm trying to avoid everything that puts me down, and so this is why I don't think about it. But it's true, the textures are really the most important. The other thing with the user interface and all that stuff, this is something that is a little bit more work, but there's Achim at the moment a little bit what is the word, hindered. He has some issues with his he had the surgery, and the PC was defect and all that stuff. So there was no really a reason to make any pressure. But yes, of course, in the next couple of weeks, there might be a necessary. It might be really necessary to push a little bit further, and we really have to meet in voice to talk about the stuff, to make a straight list and a work plan. No, you're totally right. I'm just trying to avoid it at the moment, but I said it before. We really have to have a meeting to make really all the checkpoints. Yeah, and this is why. I mean, the last two streams that I did, I was just painting and building the farm. I did not look into really deeply into the map, and I had not much time on top of it because I was streaming on Tuesday, on Thursday, both here and yeah, both were kind of just paint stuff. So I did not look into it. And the other stream on Schwesing that we have, there is not the stuff in that is in here. No, sometimes pressure is good, but at the moment I just can't relieve the pressure. Achim is the lucky one. He has his surgery with his eyes, so he should be capable of sitting close to PC later on. But I'm still waiting for the appointment with the doctor. It is in November or something like that, and then they will make an appointment for a surgery. So not before end of the year I'm capable of doing XML work and all that stuff. Here streaming is not so bad because I don't have to focus that much on a point. It's only when I have to read the chat where it gets a little bit tricky. But with strafing around with the eyes, I really can make it not that hard. And of course, I really quit streaming as soon as I notice that my eyes hurt or burn or something like that. So I totally quit then. Of course, this is something that is really annoying when you start doing work on XML or so, and you cannot finish it, and you always do it just halfway. This is really annoying. So like doing work double is not the best. Yeah, I know, but with the problem is with the autumn patch and updates and the DLC, there can be really huge changes. And this is where I'm a little bit scared of. I mean, back in the days we had the luck that we could do early on everything to avoid huge problems. Is here a tractor running? Oh, there's a tractor still running. Oh boy. But the more and more complex the game becomes, the more is it possible that there will be issues with it. And I think there might be some infos. I think when they start talking about look, there is no update for precision farming out yet. Precision farming is broken, and the more fruits you have in a map, the more you rely on precision farming. All the stuff that we do is always relying on precision farming. So with a broken precision farming and not being fixed or patched yet, I think it's not the best way to put even more content on back of a broken thing. But I can only speak for the stuff that I do. So Farming Quest, moin. So this is absolutely something that you have to think about. Precision farming, and we need to have all the fruits work in precision farming, but precision farming itself is not working at the moment properly. It still has all the issues that we told to Giants years ago, and yeah, so don't get me wrong. I don't want to delay your map, and I don't want to tell you what to do. I just want you to understand why I consider to wait to make it better later on. Yeah. Not to have or not to shoot too quick. Sometimes, or people say often that patience is the gift of the old, but of course I do not feel like Yoda. But there's something true. There's some things are really true in the saying. But you think that the upcoming update will probably also break maps, and not if the update is properly done, and if the update because there were so many things that were already fixed in the game that are back with the last patch. So there is such a huge mixture of stuff that they really have to fix, that if they fix them, normally everything should break, because it's such a huge impact that basically if it's done right, it will break a lot because there's a lot wrong. If there are only fixes to fix the fixes, the wrong fixes, then nothing will break, but nothing will happen anyways. So this is what I said the last time. The last time people said, well, hopefully, or let's see what they break again with the new patch. And I said, hopefully, if they do it right, they will break everything. Yeah. Because there are so many things relying on each other that if you do them right, and if you do finally fix it like it should have been done from the beginning, then they will break a lot. But this would be an indicator for that it's done properly. Yeah, it is the same with the performance issues. Of course, Giants increased the performance of the game from 22 to 25, or from 19 to 22, from 22 to 25. Yes, of course they increased it and they made it better, but they put way more new stuff in it that ate up the performance increase, so that we now have the problem that the game is already fed up. We cannot put TerraLife plus the features, the 10% that we released in 22, we cannot put those features in 25 without breaking the game completely. We reported the stuff with when you mow, that you lose so much FPS. There were FPS drops and rubber banding and all that stuff. We reported that, and we got told that it is an issue of Maize Plus. Then Achim found out it's not a problem of Maize Plus. We just increased the outcome, but it's a base game issue. Now in 25, the issue with even Maize Plus not even close to it is worse than it was in 2022. But Achim spoke with Geiger a lot about this issue. He gave him a solution. He told him where to find it and all that stuff, and they did nothing. So, or they made it worse. I don't know. But and this is not. I'm not complaining. I'm not pointing finger on Giants. Don't get me wrong, please. It is just I'm just listing the issues that we have at the moment, that we feel at the moment, and they are there, and we really have to wait and see on how much Giants is willing or capable of catching up. I understand the question that we have to answer is A, we wait, but it can be long. B, we send the update and potentially have to patch in the future and discuss it with Quentin. Maybe they should have delayed the release of. Yes, the release, the later release would have worked, but on top of that, they lost a lot of people, and that's also an issue. When in my opinion, and please take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, this is only my opinion. Those are not facts that are written somewhere. Those are my opinions, and you know, opinions are personal, and the second guy around the corner can have total different opinions. Yeah, so it's just my opinions that I'm talking here or saying here. In my opinion, there were some major things that went wrong or were unlucky. First of all, the the amount of modding power that came out of the community increased so unbelievably high compared to the amount of people that Giants could employ. Yeah, for example, just we as a team, we had more professional scripters than Giants had in Erlangen. It felt that way. Personal opinion. Yeah, remember that. So then they lost people. They lost key people in communication. That made a lot worse, of course, because when you don't have the communication set up correctly, you don't get information out. You can increase misunderstandings. You can increase conflicts. It's not really good. But they increased, of course, their marketing department. Yeah, so they have now so many marketing people that they can basically sell shit. There's no necessity for making the game good because they have so good marketing people that they can sell shit. It's just a little bit of humor in there. The other thing is that the game had so many issues. 22 had so many issues, and they had not the potential people to fix them all. And they already had the new game in line, and it didn't run the way it was meant to. And I think as a company, when you have some deadlines, there is only that much you can do. So the game, I would say the game exponentially grew more than Giants could grow their team. I hope that does not get lost in translation what I'm saying. The game, I'm totally loving the game, and I'm totally chapeau for Giants for making that with the team, but they are no small company anymore. Okay, they're close to 100 people, so this is a lot. But I think the game really grew exponentially big, and they, you know, the more you have, the more you have to service, and if your service personnel, if your service employees are not capable of keeping up, then it's a problem. And this is what it feels at the moment a little bit, that there is not enough people, qualified enough people to handle this stuff. It is not that they are not willing, or there is no devil, no evil CEO or stuff like that. No, I don't think that it is that way. It is just the way it is. It became too big. The modding power of the community is quite incredible. Yes. What could be the best in your opinion? Should they do everything to patch FS20? In my opinion, I really said in 22 I was really spokesman for leave 22 1 year longer. In 25 I would say quit the game as soon as possible and start heavily on the next farm sim, to make a completely fresh restart, to set up the engine on how to say, the newest technology, to set this all up. But of course I don't want to have next year a new farm sim that has all the same flaws and all the same issues, and on the other hand I don't want to have a farm sim 1 year longer that is just pushing down through old stuff that doesn't work, and you are always angry. Yeah, so this is a tough choice. I'm happy and I'm lucky to be not in this position to have to make this decision. This is really something. I mean, it sounds a little bit arrogant, but it's the same with us now. I could push TerraLife Plus. Of course, I could push the team from to a small amount of of anger management. There might be a way that if there is more pressure, we could do more with TerraLife Plus and work on workarounds. There are people are willing, some are not so much, but better a little bit progress than still stand. But on the other hand, I think it's better to take a step back, to breathe, to see what we have on hand, and to see what you can realistically do and what's best for the outcome. In our perspective, or in our example, we don't need to focus on any money. We don't need to focus on any margin of money. So it's all hobby. So we do not have that. The only thing that is pressuring for us is we want to play with this stuff. That's the only thing. Yeah. So all the decisions that you have to make when you are a company. I mean, Actinum, you will know with MA7 with the company that you have, there's also pressure. Yeah, the decisions are made differently when you have a company, when you have employees, and all that stuff. So it's very easy to talk about stuff. Yeah, they might have been better choices. No, if you are not in the position, you cannot do. So this is why I'm saying this is only my opinion. I would say at the moment there is no really big pressure on you for the map. Palini is out there at the moment. You can play it. It's so that there's no problem for people. It is not that it is a new map that you have to. The same was with TerraLife Plus in FS22, yeah, where people said, yeah, it came out so late, and yeah, but it was the choice that I had to make was out now for a short amount of time, and people still play it, or never. There was no second, no third option. And it had to come out. It had to be on ModHub. It had to be in the hands of giants. It had to be in the hands of players, even without description, without all that stuff. It had to be there. That was the only decision I could make. But with Palini now, there is no such thing, because Palini is out there. It is already out there. And if you wait a week or two longer, or 3 or 4, I think this doesn't matter that much. The problem at the moment, Actinum, is not knowing what will be. If we know that certain things will not be changed or fixed, or if we knew, so to say, in 8 weeks you release Palini, and we had known now what we know then, yeah, it's always easy to say, we should have done it earlier, or we should have delayed it more. But now in the situation that we are at the moment, we can only decide from the stomach, and I would say really, it is not necessary to make it, to push it out on every possible or as soon as possible. I think when we meet, and when we will schedule some things, and we can. I would say if we can make progress in the next 3 or 4 weeks, so that would be mid next month. This would be early enough to send it to ModHub, in my opinion. In my opinion, this should be early enough. That we can at least do some more testing and have all the textures done, and you can test some features, because because the testing for Maize Plus will work, will go on anyways. So if you release it Maize Plus wise, a necessary update will be the earliest when Maize Plus will be released, and I think there will be not that much that has to change, and this is something that you can do by a hotfix or something like that. Yeah, so this is really not a problem. So depending on Maize Plus, that's no problem. But I would say for the sake of the map itself, you could basically pull out the map or push the map out to ModHub to testing right now. But I don't know. I think there are still some things missing and some tweaks that we can make. It's just the problem is, and this is something that I learned in FS19. The problem is you can always change stuff in an update or in hotfix. The problem is if the people who have started a save game already, because with this map they have to start a new save game, and there is nothing more annoying as to start a save game and 3 weeks later you have to restart it again because another mod is changing everything that you have. This is the biggest issue that I have. When I do not know at the moment on which things we might put in, that means the save game will be destroyed for the people. Hey, Glengaboy, hey. You should this is something I think we should make. I think we should make a combined channel where we put Glengaboy in too, because of the Valley Springs. He will base it on the same map basis, so that we have Valley Springs also on console and ready for Maize Plus and all that stuff. So Actinum Glengaboy is also a very close friend and partner. So he will do also a fine job on stuff. That is something that is important for me, that we adjust the stuff with the bales and the grasses in the maps for us. I'm not sure if we should make another channel. Yeah, where we can talk not that much about, but you know the script von Achim Mobil. Glengaboy has it too. Yeah, so this is how close he is. He received it too. So this is where we have where I really want to have those partners. So you and him and Universe. I really want to have us close together so that we can cater the English community, the French community, and the German, so that we have same baselines on it. we have been through so much already. Just when I think about when I think back to the 16 times map that should have had Maize Plus horse extension and all that stuff. Oh boy. Oh. No, this is really important for me. And also of course, I do like people a lot that are not like a diva. I just sorry if I'm poking. I do not name names, yeah. But I guess you guys know who I mean when I see that someone is back again after the 50th quitting of all modding and removing stuff from ModHub and now celebrating 20,000 K on Facebook. So he's back again. So yeah, so this is why I this is why this is why I celebrate you guys, the Irish and the French way more, because you were, I mean, you were constantly a pain in the ass, and I love you, but there was never ever a diva like on off on off on off. It was always a fair fist fight, yeah. So this is what I really like about you guys. But I will never drink with you because I will lose. But I think I should marry a French or an Irish girl. Both are, I think, or maybe an Irish French, a French Irish. No, this is just so funny. I don't know. I read it today or yesterday was the post, and I was really oh he's back again. Okay. Let's see if the stuff appears on ModHub again. I mean he's an okay dude, and there's basically nothing wrong on him, yeah. So don't get me wrong. It is not. There's nothing wrong on him, but it's, oh boy, on off on off on off. How can someone take this? This is not. Yes, man. No, I really love red-haired women, and I really love the women that have a little bit more temper. I mean, I think they could get me straight. They could get me back in the line. Lose some pounds. I really should travel more. Oh boy. That's so much fun. When I look back on how naive I was when I started with this stuff, and basically Modell Eicher warned me about all the stuff that would happen, and I said, "Wow, no," and everything happened exactly how he said it would be. I mean, he's kind of the double the time or 3 times longer in farm sim than I am, so he really knows stuff. But I didn't believe him. So if you guys have a nice sister or something, so in mid 30, mid 40, and you want to get rid of her, There will be a celebration of heavily drunk, loud food spam. You're too young, okay? Yeah, you're young yourself. Modellisches tool for exporting, importing between G and Blender is really nice one to have. Big props to him. Yeah, he's doing stuff like that all the time, and then he thinks nobody wants it, and then it stays with him. But he has always stuff like that. I mean, asking if someone has a sister that is 40 years old and still is okay is kind of nuts, right? What woman is okay with 40 years? They are broken on so many in so many things, anyways. I think dealing with farm sim modders is easier than dealing with broken 40-year-olds. Oh boy. Every argument then, look at me, I got candy. Be quiet, shut the fuck up. I got candy. Oh yeah. I really hope that I'm not sure if it works. This year we had to cancel a lot, but I hope that I can manage it and that Nova can manage it. That we will visit some farm shows, some events. It was planned this year for oh, what was it called? In Great Britain there was one, and maybe there might be some in France too, because Novak is French anyways. That would be nice to meet some of you guys in real life. I don't know if a FarmCon will be anywhere near be anywhere near a possible meeting point. The way they move at the moment is more likely to have it in Italia than to the other direction. Or France should be possible too. Yeah, no, France could be possible too. But that would be really nice to meet some of you guys. National Plowing Championship. This is exactly an event that I would avoid so much, because what is worse than farmers trying to beat the other farmer by millimeters to know that the furrow is more straight than the others? So that must be an event of huge fighting and big crime scenario. No, I would love that, because I actually I never was on a plowing contest, never in my life before. I never was, because most of the time I was working, and I could not go there. I was never good enough to take part in that, because I never had the right equipment, and it was never my intention to be the best plower. But yeah, that I mean, this year was completely for me getting my health back. It will take a little bit into next year too, but next year should be more possible to get to take part on more events, because then hopefully also the TerraLife Plus project goes further, and then with the help of companies, then when they pay the travel or the hotel or so, it's much easier, of course. So I don't know. I'll try. There always has to be something out of it for them too. So it makes no sense to promote stuff that we cannot show in FarmSim. So this is why I waited so long, and why it was so necessary to show TerraLife Plus, to get it really into the game for the companies to share, and it was a huge blast on the field days where we showed TerraLife Plus with DSV and with Novak. So yeah, that should be a possibility. I mean, if I do not die until next year, why not? There's really a lot of stuff ongoing that I really have to get straight, but hopefully FarmCon next year will be possible, and some field days will be possible. Oh, what is this? Is this? Oh, okay. Okay. Here we have to beat the odds. Oh no, it's taking it well. Okay, nice. No, they're I know some dudes that took part in plowing contests. Two of them borrowed a plow on the farm where I was working. So this is why I knew about it. But that was not a fancy. I mean, the fanciest that I saw is that every plow body has its own hydraulic adjustments and all. So they go totally crazy, totally nuts about the accuracy and all that. So this is nothing for me. Nothing for me, really. I will mow you 30 hectares of grass, no problem, but don't let me change the knives or the blades on all the smaller work. This is nothing for me. This is really nothing for me. Fisser, hi. So yeah, okay, is this yeah, when there are booths where you have where there's merch and stuff like that, and other machinery and companies show their stuff, then it's interesting, then it's totally for me. And then I love watching machinery and all that stuff. That is totally cool. No chance of seeing it all in one day. Okay, is it that much? Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, of course, because if you get them drunk, they will buy. Oh, by talking of drunk, does McHale make appearance in Farm Sim? This Farm Sim or next Farm Sim? What are your guesses? I think McHale will make an appearance in Farm Sim 25. I hope so, that they do. Yeah, I know that 4D has tried. I have tried too. We have tried together. We have tried together back in FS19 already, and I was in direct contact with them too. Basically the saying was it was not the right time yet to be in farm sim, and that was 19. So 19 planned 22, so that could be or could mean that 25 might be possible, but the way they acted and the way they wrote back, I would say they are already in contract with Giants. So I think they are already working on stuff. Is my opinion. The problem at the moment is there are still a lot of very nice and good things that you can implement. For example, with the onion, that is great. If you guys remember, we wanted to do with DMI the onion stuff. This is why I put the onions in FS19 in every map, because of DMI, because they were working on the onion stuff, and we wanted to make a collaboration, and I think they went up or ended up in the contract for the DLC then. So I don't know, and they had a lot of stuff to do because they are also farmers. They're working as real life farmers, so they had not that much time, and they are good guys. So I was so happy that Giants now puts the onion into the game with the Holaris brand, because now we have a very good and popular onion harvesting thing. Then Ropa has the swath collector, or how it is called, and Grimme will deliver the here this machinery. This is coming back. Wait, where is it? No. Oh, shit. I don't have it on this save game. You know the Grimme potato harvester that I have on the other save game. That it will be as a new machine. It will be as a new model back in FS25 for collecting the onions from swath. So there is so much possible. But now when I would say if they put clover or alfalfa or other things into the game, where they already said back in the days that it would be absolutely possible to put in clover and alfalfa into the game because it's a well-known feeding crop. Yeah, the problem is, you guys know with the issue with the frame drops when you are mowing, right? It's with the fruit type converters, where they check the input, and the more you have, the more it gets checked, and the frequency is very high, and you can lose up to 50-60% of the FPS. If you have 300 FPS, it's not a problem, but if you have only 30, then you will see it, and on the server it's worse. So that would mean if you put in clover and alfalfa into the game, they really have to work on this issue, because with the swathing of what is it where you can swat now? I'm not sure if I have the machinery in here. Was it a DLC or something, the SWAT mower, that you need to have it separately, right? It's nothing that is in the base game itself. Yeah, but with this windrow crops, so with that you can SWAT mow it. This is also something that goes. It's another mower. It's another fruit type converter. It's also something that is going onto the system, and this is what I say that they really have to work on the base engine. User, hey, hi. It was DLC. Okay, yeah, I don't have it on here, but this is really something that you have to keep in mind. There are so many things that are cross functioning and cross hindering and costing so much of performance that there is really yeah, this is where I'm coming from. This is why I say it is really necessary that Giants tries to keep up with all that stuff, and I would say that it would be better to make this farm sim not last that long, or having a patch that really breaks everything. I don't want to be in the skin of Giants, to be honest, because whatever they do, on however they do it, there will people complaining about it. It is always what they do is wrong, always. Yeah, there's always backlash, and at the end it counts only what brings in the money, and the money is console players and the companies, and as long as it's running and selling as good as it does, why should they do it? Why should they make the risk and take the risk and overthrow everything? They changed a lot from 19 to 22. Was it the same, the grass converting thing? In yes, it's in 25 still the same, and it's worse. First they said it should be a Maize Plus and TerraLife problem, but it wasn't. It's a base game thing. Achim and Braven and the other guys, my other scripters, found out where the issue is, and they even presented a solution. Achim spoke to Geiger on the farm sim on, as it was at Fend back in the days. He spoke to Geiger a couple of hours, and he also had a USB stick with the stuff, and it's worse. It's worse in 25. It's really worse in 25 without any Maize Plus. So there's so much that needs to be changed, and yeah, no, things were broken in 22 from. No, they made a lot. I mean, this is also people always say Giants doesn't listen, and so they listened a lot. They really listened a lot, and there was a huge flow of information in between the community, the modders, and Giants, and it was all done by Lizartan. And with Lizartan and Chucky gone, there is a huge gap of stuff that is missing, that is not working. And with them having not enough people to work on this stuff, it's also. But they really, that was my first chapeau moment from FS19 to FS22 on how much they changed, on how much they really increased. And there was also a lot of stuff where you could see it is only done 80%. It seemed like, this is also my opinion now, no? So it seemed like they had only a certain amount of time or work budget, and they only worked until 80%, and then it had to be left over. So they worked on a lot of stuff, and they listened a lot to the community, and without their help and their listening, there wouldn't be a Maize Plus or TerraLife Plus the way it was, because they really were interested in what the community is doing. Of course, they were not interested in someone always complaining and hating stuff, but they were interested in people who really wanted to make the game better. And so there were a couple of teams that really had close contact. And at the end, what some people not know, or what some people don't get, in 25 a lot of issues that are now known and worked on, they are known for years, and now they start picking them up. And some people think because they said it in 25 it would be made in an instant. No, they were known for a long time, but now they have the time to do it, and they listened back in the days a lot. Yeah, you really have to differ between, there's the player base and there's the modder base. The modders have always different interests than the players. Not always, but very often. There are so many modders that do not play and so many players that do not mod. There is really a huge difference, and it's not easy for a company to listen to all of them. But the problem was, the players and also some modders were complaining that Giants was not listening. And I always said, no, I don't know, but they listen, and they are really talk to them and speak or do it the same way you want to be talked to, and it will work. And the same people who were complaining about that Giants would not listen were the same people that complained about that they listened to us and that they would prefer us to others, so they were jealous. What was not right, because everybody had something out of the stuff that we could change and that we could make people aware of. But this is this jealousy is killing so much. And this is why I said, okay, I'm out of it. I am no influencer. I'm no streamer. I'm doing my thing. I take you on the journey to the stuff that we develop. I show you faults and whatever. I'm doing podcasts and no let's plays, because I do not tell you on how to play, and I do not pretend to be a realistic player. I just want to give you the opportunity to use our tools and to play the most realistic way possible if you want to, but I will not tell you what to do. This is and if people are not interested in what I'm doing, then they are free to leave and move on and go to the everything is the best unicorn streamer, influencer, whatever. They praise everything, blah blah blah. Go there. That's not me. I will stay. I do not. They do not like the way that I am that open, and speak the truth. And I do not like the way that they sell lies. So if you are not telling the truth, if you are not openly saying, for example, what issues a product has, and you always are overhyping it from the beginning, and then afterwards when people bought it, then you say, yeah, there was this flaw and this flaw. No, you saw the flaw in the beginning. You MF. You saw it, but because you are relying on the money, because it's you tell this shit. And to be honest, for me it is more interesting to listen to people who speak the truth, who speak sometimes the hard truth, but you can rely on it or on them, compared to them who always for them who is always everything Princess P and whatever. Is this a thing, Princess P or unicorn poop or whatever? I don't know. It's really. I mean I have the highest respect for people who say or who make a living out of it, because it's not easy. It's a lot of work, and it gets harder and harder and harder, because every more and more young people think being a YouTuber, TikToker or whatever is the job of their dreams. So it makes it hard for the other ones. No doubt, but it is the same with this AI and stuff at Facebook, for example. Every second post, not or maybe even more, post and picture is done by KI or AI. There is nothing really, or these MAGA bots spamming always. Isn't that annoying? And isn't it frightening on how good they become? That you see something and you really have to think twice. Is this real or is this just KI or AI? It's frightening. This is a good thing with the British diva. We know he's no AI. He's real. He is real. so it's not all bad. He is real. At least you know. at least with him you know where your stand is, because he is real. He's repeating it from week to week, but he is real. Oh, I'm so happy that I can finally play the John Deere save game. Ah, I'm so happy. Oh yeah, I think noticing AI thumbnails for maps on the mod hub really puts me off looking at the map. Give me a thumbnail that represents the map. A screenshot, please. Yeah, this is something. I mean, this is from the frequency. This is not too often, but with the very capable AI and having a lot of people behind it in this political times that we have at the moment, it's really risky, because there are everybody wants to have an opinion on everybody, but when it comes down to posts of those AIs, they always got taken for granted. The younger the people are, the more it gets taken, or the older the people are, and this is frightening. This is really frightening, because this is dangerous. It's really, really dangerous. And I am not talking about Britney Spears here, yeah. I'm talking about the real danger of misinformation and all that stuff, because people are so lazy. They do not want to think. They do not want to think, and when they do not want to think, they open the cage for stuff like that, and this is dangerous. There's one thing I have no clue about, but since the patch, check your. He will send you something like with what? Okay. I'm at the moment, or for a longer time, I'm playing all the tractors on automatic, yeah, automatic shifting, because I have not built, I have not set up my shifters and all that stuff, and I'm waiting for my setup to become whole again. So, is it just me, or is it really since the Mercedes DLC and the patch that the automatic function in all tractors is off? It feels like that they shift if they should not, and they do not shift if they should. So you have a very unnatural feeling of not. I mean, it's not like auto shift or so is feeling good. It feels like it's doing it whenever it wants to, not when it has to. I will check the PM after the stream. I will do. This is also something. There were also Modellascher was asked for the shifting back in, I think it was in 19 or something like that. And yeah, there are things that they could do and things that they couldn't do, but they did also a lot of stuff that they should not have done. So I think there is a chance. There are too few people really. Oh, here's something off. Look at that. There's something off. Okay. Um, oh, I'm 4% overloaded. That means that the trailer will really get some damage if I'm driving fast. Good thing is it is so heavy I can't drive that. Oh no, it goes downhill, so I will drive fast. Oh, the damage will increase. Yeah, I will end the stream in 5 minutes. Anyways, I just wanted to go with the tractor to the farm, because I didn't see that it's already so late, because I have to get up tomorrow early too. I'm not sure if the time of 9 p.m. is okayish, so it should be a British time 8. But if I start earlier, it would help me a little bit if I could start at 8 o'clock our time, so it would be 7 p.m. British time. French are in the same time zone anyways, so you see what he does? He shifts down, shifts up, shift down, shift up, shift down. That is so unnecessary. Oh, you're trying to wake up at 4 a.m., right? If you really wake up, you do not know. No, it's just with the beginning time of the stream. You will, okay. With the beginning time of the stream is if the people who are way back in time, 7 hours way back or up front, they will rewatch it anyways. They are not taking part in the stream, so I'm not sure if it makes a difference for you guys to if I start an hour early. I mean, the English stream the English stream is never meant to be, or will never be, the stream with hundreds of viewers anyways. Yeah, so I don't expect that. This is not why I'm asking. It's just normally I prefer, or I'm thinking of making a 1 hour podcast, so that will be at least an hour. But the longer it goes, the longer I can play is also fine by me. But the later it gets, it's a problem for me. Last Sunday I streamed for 8 hours. I didn't recognize it at the day, but the next day I was murdered. I really felt like being murdered. I was so. Oh, I don't know if you saw that, Actinum. Here, I will show you. I will show you the. I made the other the other place also. Wait for it. Oh. So I did not change that much this time on the farm as I did in 22. I really like it. I really like it the way it is now. So yeah, but I will wrap it up now because I have to go to bed too. Guys, I thank you really for hopping in, and I for the guys who are rewatching the stream, please leave some comments. Just tell me what you want to see, what you want to hear, what you want to speak about, so that I can come and get the topics and maybe get a discussion in the streams, and of course I will answer that then later on. Yeah, and we with Glenga and Actino, we have to see that we get a Discord channel together so that we can have that we can sync up. Okay, guys, have a good one. Wish you a very, 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 very nice evening. Bye bye.